The whole concept of this blanket is that you're supposed to be able to complete it in a week. And so that's what the challenge is. We are going to see if we can make this home for Christmas throw just this week. Hey, it's Tammy, Crafty Mompreneur. If you're new, welcome. And if you're not, well, welcome back. It's day 8 of Vlogmas. And can you believe we've actually made it through an entire week? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty impressed with myself, if I must say. I know for a fact I have not posted even on social media for 7 days straight in a long time. So for me to do 7 long form videos, 7 consecutive days in a row, I'm feeling pretty good. So what is up for week 2 of Vlogmas? Now, in the first video, I think I alluded to what we were going to be focused on this week. So we're going to talk a little bit about that project today. We will be continuing our All from Jade Advent Calendar, and my goal is to try and make every single one on the day that it comes out. During the first week of Vlogmas, I figured out kind of a system of how I can get it all done and still open it the same morning. You know what I mean? So we will continue that. I'm excited for week 2 of Vlogmas. We will also be continuing the holiday shirts. So why don't we just go ahead and start with that now. Today's shirt, feeling jolly. Feeling jolly for a couple of reasons. So I could have probably worn this shirt yesterday because it would have made more sense when I was running when I was participating in the hot chocolate race that my daughter and I have been doing for the last like 10 years together. But I thought I would go ahead and pick this shirt today because I'm feeling really good about having done the first week of Vlogmas, 2, that my chaotic week is behind me. This week is going to be much more chill, and that, you know, it's the holiday season. So it's always a good time to feel jolly, right? This particular shirt I picked up I think I was out shopping at Five Below with one of my daughters. All their stuff is supposed to be $5 and below, but it's really not. Like, I was in there, I hadn't been in it in a long time. My daughters always go. This was like $5.55 or something like that, but it's still a cheap shirt, and I thought it was cute, you know. So that's today's shirt of the day. So now let's get into what the main focus is going to be this week. And I'm just going to pull up the pattern on my iPad. This is called the Home for Christmas Throw. It is by Laura Fisher of Hook and Fiber Made, and the difficulty is easy. And the whole concept of this blanket is that you're supposed to be able to complete it in a week. And so that's what the challenge is this week. We are going to see if we can make this Home for Christmas throw just this week. How this blanket is being promoted is that you make 3 squares a day and you do the join as you go method as you are making it. And that way, by the end of, you know, a week or so, I mean, I guess if you do 3 a day, it's 20 squares big. That's 5 days. 7 days is 21. See, one day I'm gonna have to make 4. The math is not mathing today. It's Monday, and I probably need another cup of coffee, if I'm being honest. It was a busy weekend. So anyways, Home for Christmas Throw is what is on the schedule for this week. Now, I know that we talked about this blanket on the first day of Vlogmas, but I wanted to just go over a little bit more about the pattern and about the yarn and all of that kind of stuff, in case you're new to my Vlogmas videos and you haven't gone back and watched that very first video. So this is a PDF pattern that I purchased on Etsy, and the yarn, in the pattern she tells you exactly what yarn to use to get the look and all of that. And the yarn that we're using for this project is the Wool Ease Thick and Quick by Lion Brand. I got mine at Michael's. I shared that yarn haul with you. And the colors are cranberry, grass, and fisherman. And you need 7 of these, 4 of these, and 4 of these. And then a 10mm hook is what we're using. And yeah, so I have gone ahead and made 2 squares and joined them together just so I could kind of get a feel for, how it's going to work up and what they're going to look like. And I really wanted to have something, to show you to kick off this, this week. So we have, this was my first square. It's rather large because of the large thick yarn. So that's the first one. And then because we're doing the join as you go method, I have the second one. And the blanket is going to be 4 of these across, and then 5 rows of 4, I believe. Yes, so 5 rows of 4. So I have the first 2 completed, and I thought what we do in this video is I'm going to go ahead and make 1 more so that I will have 3 completed for day 8 of Vlogmas. And then I will come back and I will show you our first 3 completed. And then once that is done, then we will do the advent calendar opening from Jade at the end of the video, like we've been doing in previous Vlogmas videos. So that's going to be kind of the setup for this week's videos. Is we'll talk granny squares and this blanket in the beginning of the videos, and then at the end of the videos we will do the all from Jade advent calendar opening and crochet time. And then I may mix in any like holiday crafts or decorating or things like that I'm doing that I happen to take footage of within the video somewhere, maybe. That's all just going to depend on what I have going on and that kind of thing. So with that, let's go crochet 1 more of these squares and put them together and get on with the rest of the video. Now I want to see how long it takes to make 1 of these granny squares. I've made 2 so far, and so now I want to time myself just so I can get an idea of really how long this blanket is going to take. The first 2 are kind of like my trial to kind of get the hang of it, and then now I'm ready to time myself. So we're gonna do some crocheting. Obviously I'm not going to crochet and chit chat because I'm doing a timing, and I really just need to see how long this is going to take. So we are not going to be chit chatting, but I will do some time lapsing with some music. Some Christmas music, so you guys can get some crocheting done as well or something, you know what I mean? All right, let's get going. Okay, I am now to the point of I'm just doing 1 color and not making any color changes, so I have no idea how long it's been because I did have to get up and get coffee. So there's that. But this will not include weaving in the ends time. I am tying knots in them, and then I'm just gonna weave in the ends. Just want to make sure it doesn't come apart. Using such a big hook, I'm definitely not used to using this big of a hook, so it's kind of crazy. It feels really good though. This is not hurting my wrist at all, at all. So that's good news that I'm going to be able to do this project, and I can't wait. I do have to do some Christmas decorating today, so I might film some clips of that, either for today's vlog or tomorrow. I'm not sure, but this week we may see some Christmas decorating going on now that my chaotic week is over. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I am really glad I picked this simple granny square blanket to do for this week because it's pretty mindless. But then doing also the advent calendar makes it like I still get to do my like making plushies, which I love doing. So without the stress of preparing for a market, you know? So we're just gonna be crocheting a blanket and crocheting some plushies and Christmas decorating this week. It should be a pretty chill week. And then week 3, well, we'll talk about week 3 later. Got almost used a whole one of those. Okay, I'm gonna come back when I have to switch to the red because that's when, or no, I'm gonna actually come back when I have to do the join as you go. I'll tie these together. Because, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm still trying to time myself. So I want to see how long it takes to make the square as well as do the join as you go method to join it to all the other ones. Because I do want to make sure that I schedule enough time for crocheting these as well as putting it together. You know what I mean? Okay, enough chit chat. I'm gonna go finish out this square and then we will see you back in a little bit, which will probably be like 2 seconds. That's okay. Uh-oh. The reality is I have messed up a couple different places. I only put 2 there. I only put 2 there. Ah, where else did I mess up? Oh man, darn it. At least it's still the white. I don't have to change colors. This is lame. Okay. Oh man, where is that one? You know, this is the reality of life. I need 3 in here. 3. There's 1, 2, 3. Let me see. Is there any more? I'm not going back to the green. If I messed any of those up, I'm not doing it. Okay. I think that's it. I need to pay better attention. Gosh darn it. Okay. So reality is this is going to be longer than I thought. But because it's so chunky, there is no way that you would definitely be able to tell if I had just 2. So, all right. I guess I'm going to keep going now again. Oh, man. Okay. I don't know if I was talking when I was doing that or not, but I can't talk and crochet. I'm going to come back. I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm not going to time lapse. I'm going to just get this white part done and I will come back because I need to pay attention. Gosh darn it. You can't really, like, with little yarn, I think you could, like, get away with it, but not with this big yarn. Not with this big yarn. It would be like I had to change it. There's no way. Anyway, okay, goodbye now. I'm gonna go finish this white part and I'll come back when I'm ready to join. So it'll be after I'll just come back when I'm ready to join, okay? I'm not even kidding. I did it again. Look. How did I do that? What the heck, man? This, where is it? It's way over here. Oh my gosh. How did that happen? Look at, see, it's only 2. Oh my gosh. This is not going to be an accurate time. I'm going to have to try this again another time because I've messed up way too many times. This is definitely not going to be an accurate estimation of how long one of these granny squares takes, because I clearly have messed up like 3 times now, I think 2 or 3 times. So we'll try again another day when maybe it's not Monday. Maybe I just need more coffee, I think. But yeah, we'll try this timing thing another day. I will still let you know how long this one took once I get it done. But I'm gonna stop filming now and pay attention. I thought after doing 2 of these that I would be able to get it right, but clearly I'm off my granny square game a little bit. So we're gonna just pay better attention, and maybe we'll try and time lapse tomorrow and see how long one takes. Because today is not that day. So we'll actually do this a couple times maybe throughout the week. One closer to the end of the week to see how much faster I get. That might be kind of interesting. So all right, we are going to come back when I'm ready to join the other 2 squares. Again, barring any other missed stitches. So, okay, that's all for right now. Okay, so this is the point where I need to join. So I'm going to stop here for a few. Double check my work and make sure I don't have any more of the 2 clusters mistakes, if you will. That looks like a mistake, but I am not fixing that bad boy. How did that happen? Is that my other ones like that? Yeah, I guess so. It's fine. I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, I do not think that this granny square is supposed to take 40 minutes, but with all my mistakes and everything, this one did take me 40 minutes. So with that in mind, I'm going to hopefully get faster, because that is not going to be, it's not going to be an hour and a half. So let's just say 30 minutes. Takes me 30 minutes. I don't know. I'm hoping that I can get 3 of these done in like an hour, but it might be an hour and a half. They might be 30 minutes. I don't know. Okay, so we are now ready to join this to these first 2 squares. So how this works is I'm going to go ahead and crochet across here, then we join here, and then continue and go all the way around. Or I like this method for this blanket because then you don't have to sew anything at the very end. And then once the blanket's done, like it's done. I do still have to weave in my ends. I weaved in these ends. This yarn I'm a little concerned with, because that is just like that's just like the yarn. I don't know. That's not like, I don't know. So hopefully that is okay. It is the back side, but that's just how it is. This one I have not weaved in yet, but that's okay. I'll do that at some point. But I'm going to go ahead and get this going, and I will get these 2 joined together, and I will show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so you saw the clips of that chaos being of that. Okay, so you saw the clips. You know that this one square took me way longer than it should have, but I got it done and got it connected. Join as you go was not as scary as I thought it might be. We have our first 3 squares from this blanket complete. So I wanted to show it to you. And as the days go on, it's going to be really hard to put this all into one frame because already it's probably not going to fit. So I'm going to have to back up. Here it is. 3 squares of the Home for Christmas holiday like throw, I guess is what it's called, is done. I will be weaving in my ends at night while I'm watching TV probably. So I still need to do those 2, but we are going to keep up with the weaving of the ends, the weaving end of the ends, because if I don't, the pattern says that it takes about 10 minutes per square to weave in the ends. So if you wait till the end, you're going to have 200 minutes of having to weave in ends. So it's best to get them taken care of as it's going along. So I'm pretty proud of myself for day 8 of Vlogmas. And so tomorrow we're going to just repeat the process, but we're going to be joining 3 more squares and working our way into row 2 of this blanket. But now we're at the point of the video where if you have not yet opened your All from Jade Advent Calendar, go ahead and pause this video, go do that, and then come back for the reveal of day 8 of All from Jade's Advent Calendar. I'm going to get started on this little spark dragon. I have made it before, but it's been a while, and I did sell the one that I had. So I'm going to try it in Sweet Snuggles, Chanel Home Slim this time, just because it's softer, and I want to see what it looks like. And not sure what size eyes I'm going to need for this size, but I have these mint eyes, so I thought maybe I could do the dragon in this and then this for the wings, because I just want to kind of use these eyes. Hopefully they're not too big, but I guess we'll see. So let's make this little dragon and see what it looks like. It is day 8 of Vlogmas, by the way. But you already knew that. So this is really old Chanel Home Slim in the color Boysenberry. I will time lapse this and we will see how long it takes. Nope. too big. Okay, I need to find some different eyes for this little dragon. Okay, I found these little eyes that I had painted a while back. So they're kind of greenish, so I think they will work. And I haven't wasted too much time. Yeah, I think those will work. Okay, back to time lapse. Okay, I am gonna finish this little guy up. I still need to make his wings and finish up his tail. And I will come back and show you what the finished product looks like. I will come back and show you what the finished little dragon looks like. Okay, I finally finished this little spark at the dragon. It's been a while since I made it, so I was slow. Not to mention, like, this chenille home slim, I've had it for a really long time, but it sheds so bad. Like, this has fluff like everywhere on it, but it's cute. I would need to try some other yarn to be faster, to make this faster, because the fluff. I think when I sold this before, I think I sold it for like 20. I kind of would want, I think making little, instead of baubles, I think I would want to add little actual feet. I want to look at little dragon's feet because I feel like it wouldn't be that bad to like chain out and make some little like dragon feet. And I think it would make it a little like more dragon-esque, you know what I mean? But it's cute and I'm curious. This is a pretty popular pattern and I was curious if you have made this, what do you charge, and you make them to sell, what do you sell them for? Let me know in the comments. And like I said, I think this is Sweet Snuggles and Chenille Home Slim, so Parfait plush size. And for this I used a 6mm hook, but I probably could have gone down to a 5.5 because my stitches are not quite as tight as I would like them, but it's okay. All right, so there we go. Let's see, what are we at? Day 8 of All From Jade's Advent Calendar is done. So that is going to do it for day 8 of Vlogmas. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. I mean, I guess if you do 3 a day, it's 20 squares big. That's 5 days. No, wait, that's 7 days is 21. So 7 days is 21. See, one day I'm gonna have to make 4, right? Yeah. No. Yes. The math is not mathing today. Let's go crochet.